the mission. Um, all right, guys. Grateful, thankful, and always completely blessed. Let's see what's going. Oop, cancel. All right, trying to put it in this to do not disturb mode. There it is. All right, because you get a phone call, knock you out of the live. We don't need that. We want to be in Memorex mode. Connecting. All right, there we are. All right, so we're not gonna mess with this too much here. Stop messing with things too much, just like your universe there. All right, guys, grateful, thankful, and blessed. Welcome everybody to another episode of Good Dawning with myself, Mr. Floyd. We're done messing with the phone. Let's change the chat filter though. All right, how we doing, guys? Grateful for another dawning. Lottie B, Millie, welcome. Love you guys. Chloe as well, and whoever's hiding in the back there as well. Thank you. Welcome, grateful. Love you, and we'll let everybody pile in for today's episode of Good Dawning. And today we will do the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. I don't remember my dreams any, but yeah, exactly, the Hero's Journey. And so, how are we doing, guys? Grateful for another dawning. We've got the curve cards here, so we will smell it up as well with the cards and see what we can do as far as our intuition goes later this dawning. And yeah, we'll let everybody pile in. We go from 4 to 5 to 9. And yeah, so how are we doing? I had a strange night. I met up with my the one person I do know out here, which is actually my ex-girlfriend. I don't have any gumption to say it, but yeah, so we went to go eat, and it was crazy. I had sitting in this restaurant, and somehow I busted a blood vessel in my eye, which happens occasionally to people. It's not a big deal. But then next thing I know, I find that out. So I'm sitting there at the table, and I don't know what's been energetically or otherwise, but I fell into this started sweating like I hadn't sweat before. I mean, cold sweat and shivers, and my stomach started doing somersaults, and my vision got blurry. It was really bizarre to say the least there, but we did manage to survive it. But yeah, no idea as far as what truly transpired last night. But yeah, no fever, nothing. It was just the weirdest thing. Like I fell into a tunnel or something. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but the energies have been off the chain, and at least for myself, as I approach June 9th, that's when Jupiter moves into Cancer. So, and I'll be as honest as I can with my current situation. There couldn't be a better time astrologically for my universe to wake up to things to, I mean, not to work, not sleep, but to wake up as far as physically and to explode. And there isn't a Cancer out there who's not going to have a shift in some fashion unless they're extraordinarily karmic when Jupiter moves into Cancer for 12 and a half to 13 months. So, yeah, so I couldn't be more grateful because with my current universe, this shift with Jupiter into Cancer should propel me into some. I mean, remember that was, if I think back, you guys, if you're a Cancer, think back 12, 13 years ago. I had one of the best years of my life. All right. How we doing there, folks? Good dawning. Norval. Play, love, remember. Bonnie, good dawning. Floyd. Yeah, so Tuesday, guys, is the grand 1-year anniversary of Good Dawning with Mr. Floyd and said family. And so Tuesday, we will have an extravaganza. I don't know if I'll get to the park or not. The weather has just been, it's been very unsummery here. It's been the 50s, 60s. It's supposed to warm up this weekend, maybe. And then, so yeah, hopefully we'll get to the park for at least the first episode, the anniversary. But around here, you'd be surprised 2 hours can make from 7 going at 6 versus 8:30 makes a humongous difference. But if we take a t-shirt and a hoodie, but we'll get out to the park hopefully Tuesday at the latest. And yeah, so I don't have anybody scheduled to be on or anything. It'll be a regular show. But yeah. All right, guys. So let's work with the cards here, and they kind of got shuffled in. So who's upside? There we go. All right, so let's work with our hero's journey cards. We're all on a hero's journey because you're the hero, and it's your journey. And generally speaking, it's a journey to find who the hero within yourself. We're all writing our own action movie script, so to speak. Our own. Hopefully, it's not a dramedy or a sad comedy, but yeah. So we're all writing our own movie here. And but generally speaking, the theme of everybody's movie on this planet, generally speaking, not completely, is the hero's journey, right? You're your own hero. All right. 707. All right, where are we going, universe? The first Boeing airline, right? 707. So where are we going, universe? All right, 1, 2, and 3. So let's cut the cards and see what we got. Then we'll jump into the chat, ground into some gratitude, because that's we're energetic here, and so that's what we do. And we'll take it from there. Good dawning. All right, Victor, good dawning. Sir, missed Truth Wave last night. I was not at Mikasa, and which is rare. Generally, I'm home, but or dashing and watching. But all right, so here we go, guys. Let's see what we got. Take the bottom card is the energetics for today. Voila. And then we take top 3, un, dos, and tres, as the cards that we're going to use for how to obtain said energetics. And all right, so let's see what the greater source, the universe, has to tell us today. All right, so today is X marks the spot. We're not talking about in the sky, if you exactly. But see the love in disguise. There we go. That's a great card. So what it's asking you to do, regardless, and I did that this morning. I mean, called to my dad. First thing, he's not in the same time zone, so I can do that. And so we called Dad early in the morning and saw the love in disguise. So X marks the spot for you, and X marks the spot for me as well. So all right. So see the love in disguise. All right, and then what? That's card number 35. I forgot these are numbered. So that's number 35 or 8, and 8 is like the infinite or the flow. So allow for the flow of love. Number 8, 35, reduces to an 8. What you would see as some, yeah. So allow the flow into your universe, right? See the love in disguise. And so there you go. I'll give you a second to ground into the card. I always like the artwork on these cards. So each card is kind of quite unique. All right. Fatima, good dawning. Fatima dropped a new video with John, so you can check that out. Tag Fatima on the... We're all moderators, so if you click on any human or anybody in the chat there, any of their avatars, then you can see they can go to their channel. So so make sure you are Hassan, welcome. Good dawning. That you are subscribed to Fatima's channel there, and you can check out her and John up in Canada. Oh, Canada. All right, so number 20, what would your higher self do? What would your higher self do is the question. And you are divinity in blue jeans. So you are Source walking around in a pair of Levi's, right? So what would your higher self do to bring in, X marks the spot, to see the love in disguise? So that's what it's asking you here. And it's number 20, which reduces to a 2. Simple enough, right? 202 is a partnership. 0 is your universe. So that's one way to look at it, the universe. Sigma, good dawning. All right, Path Maven. Serena, good dawning. Welcome. Grateful to see her. Much love and favor. Beautiful soul. All right, so yeah, this is no fair. All you guys on Truth Wave there, you get to see me. But I can see Victor, but we don't get to meet Serena or anybody. So yeah, we got to get the... There we go. But you all get to see me. All right, so number 5, one with the sun, be the light. So if it's asking you to see the love in disguise, then it's asking you to step into that in your embodiment of yourself, being the light, being the love that you are. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you get rid of your dark side. There's a balance there, and sometimes we need to stand in our frame and do what we need to do. But because if you're all light on this realm, you're going to be flattened. You cannot be all love and light. You will be destroyed, and all of the darkness that is on this planet will eat you alive, and you won't even realize it energetically. You have to stand in that frame as love, but hold your darkness too. Push both. One with the sun, number 5. And number 5 is a cycle change, or it's a change, and it's abrupt change. Sometimes not for the best. Sometimes it's a change out of something that we were stuck in. But be the light. So it's asking you to be the light. And of course, if you're seeing the love in disguise, then you want to be that light. You want to be the love that you're looking for. That we don't carry darkness too, but the idea is that we are the love that we are looking for, and then it vibrates back through other people, through the universe, in your universe, right? If you put out love, then you receive love in your field. You see it. All right. Next card is number 44. The angels have your back. 4 is you, or the angels, and 0 is your universe. And the card is stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are the inspiration that you are looking for. See, you are everything you are looking for. It's all within you. Millie, good dawning. Just dropped off all the kids for field day, and hello all. That's awesome. Peaceful, Millie. All right. Yeah, end of school year, you get all these weird days, right? Today is field day. Love never dies. No, it does not. It can change form, it can grow and expand, or it can shrink, but it never dies. Now, your love for a person can fade, but it doesn't die. Stand up and be recognized, like us. So number 40. And of course, if you're being recognized, 4 is the angels recognizing who? You. So 40 is it's an inverse card here. So you stand and be recognized while your angels stand and recognize you as well. So behold, you are the inspiration that you have been. And this is true. Nobody else can inspire you. If you don't inspire yourself, then you. I don't have a soul here, right? There's nobody in this room. There's nobody who wakes me up in the dawning. There's nobody calling. I mean, there's a few people calling, but what I'm saying, there's nobody physically showing up. At least there hasn't been. Cancel nobody showing up. But you get where we're going here, right? If I'm not pushing that change, if I'm not seeing the love in disguise in myself, if I'm not doing what I know my higher self would want me to do, I have to do that for myself. Otherwise, the quarterback is toast. We're not going to get very far in this universe. And so you have to do that for yourself, and that's the hero's journey. The hero's journey is, all right, we're not at the crystal shop anymore. What's next? Oh, thank you. We have a new job immediately. It's about taking care of yourself. Why you have to be your own hero in this universe, or you are going to be toast. Thank you. Excuse me. So yeah, I have no idea what happened medically last night. If you have any idea, you can let me know. But I sat down, and next thing I know, it's like, and everything got blurry, and I must have sweat a gallon. I mean, I got up, and you could wring out my shirt. So, and my hair was wet with sweat. And we live in a dry climate, so generally when you sweat, it just instantly evaporates because it's like 5%, 10%, 15% humidity out here in good old Colorado. So yeah, I don't know. If you have any idea, I thought it might be an anxiety attack, but no, I've had those, and that's more in the head. For me, that I was breathing in, and it's a whole different deal. But there was any reason to be in anxiety state. We're in a decent restaurant. I have no idea. So from your end, if you have an idea, let me know. I have no idea. So good dawning, guys. How are we doing? Let's go to the chat. Sounds like your body was getting rid of some muck and gunk. Well, I didn't do muck and gunk removal last night. So, but yeah, and I ran out of muck and gunk spray in the last chat, in the last Truth Wave Energy Meditation there, which is live at 9:45 a.m. Eastern, 9:45 Pacific. Way better, headed to the store, send you the payment and get myself together for the birthday party tonight with Karen and everybody else. Oh, okay, so we must have a birthday party of some fashion. Is that online? Hershey, can we fill us in on the birthday party? Good dawning, play, love, remembered. Yes, good morning. So yeah, fill us in on this birthday party here, Hershey, that you're having. Is this on YouTube? Is this personal? Kind of sounds like you're going into a visual and mental premonition. It's thank you, Chloe. I don't know. I was sitting there, and all I could do was sit like this. It's gonna look weird, but it's true. I was like doubled over, like, and I'm got sweat pouring down, and I'm vibrating, and I couldn't. I had no idea, and it was just too weird. My stomach was doing somersaults. Who knows? Thank you, Chloe. Chloe's crystal. Speaking of which, we're gonna ground into. If you guys could see this live, not on through your phone or a screen, this thing is fire. I got this from at Chloe's Crystals, of course. But yeah, I have no idea. Thank you guys. It was the craziest thing ever. I had a rough night last night too, Mr. Floyd. Oh, favor there, Hershey. Yeah, something's going on, going around. I know a few in the chat there had a couple of tossy-turny nights and what have you. And so something, it seems to be that the energy's up, the energy's down. One day it's swimmingly awesome, and the next day it's like, ugh. And so yesterday the energy was, yeah, I mean, it was great, but whatever occurred last night there. Ooh, favor. All right, yeah, so it's online and it's a little thing to get us Gemini together and hand out blessings. It's tonight on Ramon's channel, and Karen and I shared the post. Okay, so there's a post on Care Bear. Karen, I'm assuming it's Care Bear, and then Hershey as well. So there's a show tonight on Ramon's channel this evening. I don't know what time, but check out Hershey's. If you want to put the link up, we don't have to really like flip it around. You can put the link up in the chat. That makes it easier. I can pin it too, if you want. But the Tuesday, guys, will be the 1 year anniversary of Good Dawning, and so I don't have anything special planned. I'm not going to get a cake for my. I'm the only one eating unless anybody wants to show up. Send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and we can party on Tuesday. So if you want to come live and physically show, send me an email if you're part of the family here. But otherwise, yeah, it'll sounds like a premonition. I have no idea, but I cleared, and then we didn't end up eating at the restaurant. We ended up going back home and then ordering a pizza, but which is, I guess, probably better off in the long run because I have an extremely large pizza in my fridge, and so that's a positive versus if we were just going out to eat, I'd have a meal. So look at it as a positive. Here's the link for the birthday bash. Oh, Millie, you are the queen. Thank you. Pin message. All right, so Hershey's birthday bash. I don't know what time it's at. If I click on it, I will lose the video. I'm assuming it's like 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. But check out Hershey's birthday bash. I must love you to get up this early again. Karen, we love you too, and we are grateful. And yeah, as we say in each of our lives there, we don't see you running up the hill to see the doctor anymore. So 8 o'clock. All right, guys. So there you go. So that would be 7. So 6 o'clock my time. There you go. So way before Truth Wave. So yeah. So guys, it's an hour and 45 minutes before Truth Wave. So you got plenty of time. So 8 o'clock. It is pinned down there. Wish Hershey, if you can't be there and be square, right? Then you can dive into the chat and say, hi, happy birthday, Hershey, and slide back out of the chat. And of course, I was there for most of, but in and out of. But a couple of days ago, Hershey had her actual birthday and then did a unboxing of birthday gifts. You can check that out too. But yeah, if you have a birthday, we support it. Let us know, and we will celebrate your birthday. And if I get over the cheap grocery store, they have like a birthday aisle, and so I can get like a couple of noisemakers and some things. We will have a little birthday kit is what we really need. At least I don't feel like I'm in active labor anymore. Oh my gosh, that would be hell. I can't. I mean, what happened last night, it passed in about 30 minutes after I ring myself up off the floor. But grateful. Oof. And then yeah, somehow it busted that blood vessel in my eye. Crazy. So yeah, I can imagine being in active labor even for 5 minutes, passing a bowling ball through the size of a. No, thank you. Favor to that. I love it when you are excited for your crystals. Hope you enjoy them. All right, so Chloe, yeah, and Chloe, I will get your invoice today. But yeah, so if you need crystals, of course, chloescrystals.com, guys. She is our official crystal provider, and she get the money out of the GoFundMe and is actively creating the website as we speak. So sometime, I'm assuming this summer, of course, we'll have a big party when it goes live, guys, as well. So we'll have a party for Chloe's Crystals when it goes live. We will do a live video. We'll do a live, and then we'll go on YouTube, or on YouTube, on StreamYard, and we'll go on the laptop and preview her channel or her website. There we go. So we'll do a tour of Chloe's website once it's up and running live on the tube. There we go. Chloe's YouTube channel. There we go. There's Chloe's YouTube channel. But at Chloe's Crystals. All right, guys. So let's work with the curve cards real quick. Then we're going to get into grounding some energies. Reason what we're doing with these curve cards here, we have 4 aces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we have 4 aces. And what Victor does on Truth Wave is he's sending you energy. He's transmitting energy to you, and you go and you pick one of certain symbols, right? Mother Sky, Father Sky, Gaia, Mother Earth, or Unity, what have you, right? So in this case, though, what we're doing is a little bit different, but it's all working on your intuition, right? Everything we're going to be doing here, and generally speaking, is energetics to help you be your best self, right? We're grounding into gratitude, and we're going to jump right back onto the gratitude train this morning here. After we do some energetics, we'll burn off the rest of this nub here, some of this nub of Palo Santo. But The idea is not even in calm energies. We have to, our intuition has to be fired up in any energetic space in any time. So our intuition really, when the shiznit, I don't want to cuss on the channel here, but when the shiznit hits the fan, right? I'm the shiznit, right? What movie was that? But yeah, so when the shiznit hits the fan, is your intuition clogged, and are you going to be jammed with cortisol, running around going, what? I don't know. Or can you dive into your intuition in any situation? If you're diving on an airplane and you get a streamer, right, and it's spinning up, you would get into you're right. Intuitively, you need to know what to do, right? And that's what we're talking about here, is learning how to reprogram ourselves. This is not our intuition. This is not my amigo in that aspect. My intuition's down here, and when shiznit happens, right, I need to be able to jump off. I need to get into my intuitive, my higher intuitive state, and not get into my monkey brain panicked intuitive, panic state, right? And so that's partly what we're doing with the curve cards here. Plus, it's always fun to use cards from an old school cologne that you can find in the discount section now at your local drugstore, right? But I got these in like 2002. So the curve came with a poker set. All right, so we're going to shuffle these cards here. And let's shuffle the cards, right? Everyone has an imaginary friend, right? Or do they? So, all right, so we'll take our shuffled cards here. And what we're going to do is fast flash. We don't need to type it in the chat or anything. We're going to 3 seconds per card. So, guys, I'm going to take a moment to ground us. So we are going to breathe and ground into the cards. But generally speaking, the universe is going to throw something at you, boom, on the instant, right? So you're needing to jump into your intuition on the fly. Make a left or right, quick. Do I do this, go through this door or that door? We're not living in a video game where you have to make those decisions. But you get the idea, right? Well, maybe we are. But you get, exactly. But you get the idea, though. So here we go, guys. And let's take some breaths first. So we are at least centered down. But these are going to get faster and faster. What we're reading. Fast flash on these. So about 3 to 5 seconds. Guess. Next card. If you're right, don't lie. I mean, if you're right, great. If you're not, that's fine. It's going to get faster. The idea is that we start, like, that's how I do Truth Wave. I see it, and it's like 2 seconds. It's like, I don't need, before Victor said, I literally pull up Truth Wave. I see what symbols he's using, and it's boom, unity, boom. And it's just instant. Without him transmitting anything, I'm not even picking up his transmission. Yeah, in that aspect. So, all right, guys. So if you are ready, let's do some energy work first. We're just going to do a couple of breaths because, yeah, we're just to get used to it. So we're centered, at least for these, but as time comes, in the middle of the show, I'm just going to start picking these up because your energy always has to be ready to whatever is going on. Just like if you're driving along, somebody jumps off the curb with a skateboard or falls off the curb with a skateboard, right? And they're in front of your car, you have to be just as quick on those brakes. They're splat, S-P-L-A-T. Yeah, right. You'll be peeling them off your windshield. And that, so it's the same thing. If we build up that intuition, you'll know. I mean, you'll get to the restaurant, you'll see the boom. I want that, and you're not going to question yourself. That's the other thing that a lot of us do with our intuition. If we're slow about it, is this one, and then our head kicks in, and we go with what our head said. Generally speaking, your intuition is whatever first rocks your universe, whatever comes through into your universe first. So. All right. So did anybody see Golden in the Clouds yesterday afternoon? Interesting. Check out, not to say that I watch her too often anymore. A lot of these sensational channels I stopped watching. I'm using my own interpretation of the universe itself. But if you watch Carrie Kay, she's talking about the giant ones are in the sky. I have no idea. I didn't watch the video. I'm just watching the title of it. And so you can check out Carrie Kay. That may have something to link into there. It's already gotten golden to the point. It's hot, miserable outside in Texas. The humidity. Chloe, coming out to Colorado, you will swap. No humidity, none. 15% every day, all the time. There's never. I never walk out and sweat. In that aspect, it's amazing here. When I get to Chicago, I'm going to get slapped in the face with humidity. But oh my God, I'm watching a sparrow feed a red cardinal. I thought they were kissing, but it's feeding him out of her mouth. Oh, how awesome is that? That's what we're talking about. That's a universe, right? We take care of each other, guys. That's what we do. I love Colorado weather. Yukase Sukase Chloe, you want to come out and visit. But yeah, it would be no humidity. But yeah. But it's 35 degrees outside right now. So there you go. So, exactly. But it'll warm up at some point. in the dawning. But all right, so here we go, guys. Let's do some breaths real quick. So take a deep breath in and release. Humidity is gruesome in the Midwest, but not as bad as here in the South in Houston. I don't even know what the humidity is, but I don't even think humidity is. It's like a wall. Yeah, well, you're in Florida there, so in the northern Florida, so humidity is the king. I don't remember what humidity. It's been 4 or 5 years. Well, friend, Muhammad has not been off the mountain in like 5 years, so I don't remember. I haven't been anywhere. So I'll say Utah, which is still kind of elevated. So yeah, in that aspect, there's no humidity in Utah either. So I haven't felt any humidity in like years. All right, so take a deep breath and release. We're just centering so we can do the curve cards, but we're going to get fast, and then we're going to do these uncentered in the future, where just like the universe, there, when you're uncentered, something's going to come into your frame. Intuitively, you'll jump right into it instead of going, "Whoa, wait a minute!" Right? All right, so take a deep breath in. We'll do one more and release. Box breathing, cycle breathing. Breathe in and release. All right, so curve cards, guys. I'm going to shuffle these up. I'm not looking. And a part of this is a memory test. There's 4 cards, right? So the 4th one you should automatically know. Have you been to Hooper? No, I never even heard of it. What's Hooper, Colorado? Please fill me in. Colorado is big, so like if I want to go from where I'm at, and like I said, I can see up to Wyoming from one side of it. If I look to the right, and I can see all the way down to Pikes Peak, which is 40 miles on the other side, all the way down the entire front range of the Rocky Mountains. I can see the entire state. But yeah, I'm not sure Hooper. I've never heard of Hooper, Colorado. I know. Remember Hooper from Jaws? There, he got eaten up, but so did he needed a bigger boat, unfortunately. Yeah, all right. So here we go, guys. We're gonna do this fast and not furious, but all right. Hooper is a UFO hotspot south of Denver. Oh no, we can check it out. But you want a UFO hotspot? I'm in the Front Range, and so there's all the flats. The flats is what we call them between here and the mountains itself, and we'll start showing you some cloud formations. Now, granted, you get roll clouds and such that peel off of the mountains, and so they look like UFOs, and you get the ones that look like a delta wing and such. But no, you will see. We can send you some. I call them cloakies, and we'll leave it at that. They just kind of hover there, and generally they're darker than most clouds. I don't know why. You see, you get that one dark cloud and a bunch of white ones, and it's like, why does that look like the ship from Battlestar Galactica? All right. I got a picture. I'll find that. I got to find that one. It's somewhere in my phone. I have a picture. You know, remember the lead ship there with Lauren Green when they're with all. You're right, exactly. The ship that they all lived on with Starbuck and all. So yeah, there's a picture of. I have a cloud that looks relatively similar. I don't know if it has the landing bay and all that, but yeah, I sent it to Mr. MBB333, and he's like, "Whoa, what the heck is this?" and posted it up. But yeah, we call them cloakies out. I call them the clouds or the cloakies out here on the flats. Humidity hurts my bones. Come on, hey, I in that aspect of going out to Colorado, there is no humidity. But yeah, unless you have a real independent spirit, I do not recommend moving to Colorado. All right, here we go, guys. Black and red. We're going to do black and red. Then we're going to do a second pass just with the suits as well. So here we go. Fast intuition. I'm going to hold the card up. I'm going to count to 5. Flip to the next. If you want to hit it in the chat, that's fine. Let me know at the end how many you got. And you'll see. Keeping count now, you know, when we're in July, and you're like, I got all 4. Different game. All right, here we go, guys. Ready? 5 seconds. Red or black? 1, 2, 3, 4. Care Bear, good dawning. And 5. Red. Ace of hearts. All right, so remember that. Now there's only 1 red and 2 black. All right, so what's next? Red or black? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black is closed. All right, here we go, guys. Red or black? Now you'll know the last one once you know this one. 50-50, right? Red or black? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spades. All right, so what color is this one? You should know this one then. just by memory test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also teaching you to see perception, see into your universe and perceive. Red, ace of diamonds. All right, we're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna do a second pass, and you'll be amazed in a month how many more you get, how faster this goes. I had 4 cards, the bicycle cards, sitting on top of I have a watch box in my room. And so I was sitting on the glass in my watch box, and one of the cards, I don't know where it went. I might have thrown it away when I was cleaning or something by accident. And so, yeah, I would pick those up first thing in the dawning. It was my deal. I'd pick them up and go red, black, or black, red, black, 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 red, whatever they were, and then going about my day. But so set my intuition. The first thing you do is when you hit your feet on the floor, are you saying grateful and grounding? But after that, then I would use the cards. All right, so let's do this. We're going to do it by suits this time. I got 7 out of 8 very first time I participated. Awesome. All right, so awesome, Chloe. All right, a lot of you guys are already intuitive, and what we're doing is not learning to ground into our intuition instantly. And what this will help you to do is to stay in, I check behind the dresser. It's one of those like dressers that have legs that stand up, so there's a space underneath. No, it's IKEA dresser. And so it took me like 7 hours to put the dang thing together too. Me and a friend, and back in Cincinnati. And it ain't moving again. IKEA dresser gets usually 1 or 2 moves, unless you get an electric screwdriver and you sit there and you tighten it all up. I'll pick it up. It's probably gonna go thump and fall apart. Not to say IKEA is not bad furniture. It's just not. It's not meant to be moved like 85,000 times. In this case, it's 3 times. But all right. So let's do black and red, and suits this time. And as you'll notice here, what will happen as you go out into your universe, as you start doing this, is that your intuitive self will pick up. You'll see, go here, eat there, talk to this person. You'll start to fire up a little bit here. And you'll know, oh, get out of this situation, get out of this place, go here, whatever it is. All right, here we go, guys. We're naming the suits. So we're naming the suits. These are all, diamond, heart, ace, or diamond, heart, club, and spades. So what suit is this? They're all aces. It's just easier. Aces, you're all aces in your universe, right? All right, so what suit is this? You have 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is clubs. All right, next card. What suit is this? Now, we already know we have the club, so we're going to play off a little intuition here. So it's 1 of 3 now. See, this also narrows down, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ace of hearts. You guys will get better with this. I guarantee it. And watch what happens to Victor's channel. Because you guys, once you start working with the faster intuition, not that Victor's transmission isn't great and picking up on it will help you during like Max Headroom there, Max Vision. Watching Max Vision there, listening to Victor transmit what he's sending as card will help you with Max Vision by far. But if you want the fast intuition, eventually you're going to get the truth wave and you're just going to be like, Mother Gaia. All right, here we go, guys. And I may have just showed it. What is this card? 1, what suit? 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then finally, you should know the suit. It's also a memory test because part of it is our intuition is also seeing and remembering what we see in our frame. Faster memory as well helps, and we're going to work with that as well. All right, so the last card is what? All right. Memory test, guys. What suit do we have? Clint, good dawning. All right, Clint, quick. What suit is this? We're working with, and it's early too, right? So everybody's, when you fall out of bed, there's no difference in your synapses. It's our programming of being tired, right? You wake up. But seriously, if we fall out of bed and you're up and you ground, you're up. So it's that the slow wake up or that intuitive, I'm awake. Wow. All right, there we go, guys. Ace of diamonds there. So we're going to do this again tomorrow. PG, good dawning parental guidance required when hanging out with PG. If PG is in bubble or ruler mode, there's parental guidance is required in hanging out with PG. Good dawning. And of course, tonight, guys, at 8 o'clock is Hershey's birthday party live on Memorex. So check out Hershey and her birthday party. At least stop in and say hi. All right, so let's let's torch some Palo Santo here. And technically, you're supposed to use a lighter for this, or a match, I mean. But unless you've got like some big match that you, I don't know how you'd light this thing. This is the Palo Santo. Believe it or not, we have like 2 weeks that we got from Winter Wolf. It came with her cards. And she gave me that and a piece of selenite. So everything you need to cleanse the cards. The selenite's now in the car, which is really, so I have selenite and tourmaline in the car. All right, here we go, guys. Peaceful. All right, cleansing some energies, and of course myself. There we go, clockwise. You never want to go up. You always want to go down. Get the hands, palms of your hands. People forget that. And since I'm sitting here, I'll grab the bottom of my feet real quick. 2, you do want to Palo Santo your feet or sage your feet, guys. A lot of people forget, but where are you going? All right. All right, so let's do some gratitude work. Grateful. Are you grateful today? What can you be grateful for? Let's do, if you have a pen and piece of paper, we're going to do some quick speed writing. If not, we can throw it in the chat. If not, that's fine. I didn't do it with yourself, to yourself. If there's somebody there with you, share it with your spouse or friend or what have you. If there's a coworker there, don't share that unless you're really friendly with your coworker. At work, generally, not so much. But yeah, what do we got here? Let's see here. Care Bear Clint, hi, your community is so kind. Been getting subs and comments, returning with the same kindness, of course. Clint, yeah, your community is awesome. And just kind of got tied up. I know that we had mentioned working together at some point. So if you want to send me an email there, we can consider that and get things moving there. And Clint, the Gen X effect. There we go. There's Clint's channel. Excellent, Care Bear. I surround myself with excellent people. That's why I love spending so much time with you guys. Oh, we love you, Clint. Thank you. And that means a lot. It really does. Thank you. All right, so here's what we're going to do, guys. If you have a pen and piece of paper, grab it. If you don't, that's fine. We're going to create fast gratitude lists. When our universe spins out and we are losing our gratitude, right? When something happens, we lose our gratitude, we spin out. But if we can stay grounded in the gratitude of everything, and it's been going around. I watched a reading yesterday where she was talking about grounding to the gratitude of it being in the shower. She's like, maybe you're in the shower and you're finding gratitude from the fact that you have a shower. And then I was like, what? Is she watching Good Dawning? And it's quite possible, actually, but who knows? We do get close to 200 views during there, which is amazing. You generally under 1,000, it's not so easy. But and guys, we're close to 900 here. So if anybody is, you guys in the background there, that there's 20 of us here, but about 15 or 10 of us playing around in the chat. So you guys in the background, if there's anybody here who is not yet subbed, we only need a handful of subs, and it would be amazing to cross over 900, in a year to get to 900 on a YouTube channel. Unless you like to have something sensational, is pretty amazing. And so in that aspect, if you guys want to help sub, a lot of you guys, and over 50% of all channels here, of all people who watch all channels, are not subbed to those said channels there. And literally subbing does nothing but other than click, nothing from your end, but to click, you may get a notification unless you kill it. But otherwise, yeah, so if you can, if anybody wants to sub, guys hiding in the background there, that would be great. We can get over 900 or get to 900 before we get to Tuesday, our 1-year anniversary. But all right, so what we're going to do is do some quick gratitude work. We're going to create an instant gratitude list. So when you wake up in the dawning, first thing is when you wake up in the dawning, are you being grateful? Are you putting your feet on the ground and slapping your feet down and then standing strong into your gratitude, grounding into that gratitude? For myself, when I wake up, first thing I do, I swing my feet off the bed and stand up, is I pound those feet into the ground and I say grateful. And I give myself that moment to be grateful. How many people don't get out of bed every day, right? How many people don't have a bed to get out of? Or purposefully. I mean, I had a roommate who slept like Asian style and had a mat on the floor. But yeah, and so his bedroom consisted of no bed, no dresser either. He lived Asian style. He just kept his clothes against the wall. But yeah, and you can do that in no furniture house. That's up to you. But nonetheless, can you ground into that gratitude when you get up in the morning. You can either roll off your mat or stand up from the floor or what have you, whatever you're sleeping on. Can you put your feet down and feel that gratitude and carry that throughout the day? I can slip out of it really fast. So this is a tool to help us ground into that gratitude when we slip out and they're like, everything sucks. Does it really? It could be situational. Yes, there's something going on that is sucky, that is not the shiznit in your universe. But generally speaking, is it really? No, it's just that one situation. So if we can ground in, and if you look behind it, generally we're okay. Even my situation, I don't have a lot of any physical people around, but otherwise, I mean, it's not as bad as it's not bad at all. It's what it is, for one. And if we can ground into gratitude, we can even see positives in situations that we would have considered bad or negative or otherwise. So what we're going to do, Bonnie's channel, thank you, Millie, is like the channel roulette here, which is great. You look down and see somebody else's channel. What's amazing is that you all have channels. And what's amazing is that we're all watching each other. And what's amazing, which we'll touch on Tuesday, is that the universe that we've all created together, where we can hang out, and generally speaking, most of the day, bouncing from family member to family member and taking care of each other, which is a pretty amazing deal. All right, so let's take a breath in, but we're only going to do this one breath, because generally speaking, when we're looking for gratitude in a fast gratitude state, we're in a dervished state. We're out of energy, right? We're not feeling our best. Something's happened. You may have been, somebody might have ripped you a new, what, or anything could have happened, right? Whatever it is. And then we have to find that fast gratitude to pull us out, right? So in that aspect, to help us balance out. So in that aspect, take one quick breath with me. All right. Now on your end, do one of two things. You can write it out. You put it in the chat if you want and type it out, or you can just say it to yourself. But we're going to take 2 minutes, minute and a half, not even. Doreen, good dawning. I need to hear this day. I have a half dozen aggravating things that I read already this morning I have to deal with. Right, but can you be great? Here's a positive way to flip that, right? Can you be grateful that you set up your universe to have aggravating things to deal with? That means you created something, that you're working on a universe that you're dealing with. It means something's going on in your universe that you have to deal with. So in that aspect, you see where we're going here. So in that aspect, you could have created nothing. Like from 2 years ago, it wouldn't be anything to be. I was just literally sitting at a table almost every day doing nothing. And so yeah, there's much to be grateful. So yeah, all right. So in that aspect, there wasn't much to be grateful for. Even if I have things that are a pain in the butt, at least I'm creating a universe for myself. A favor there for sure, Doreen. God bless. We love you, Doreen. And if you haven't checked out Doreen's channel as well, she does transmissions through her channel, yoga style, to correlate with the astrology and such. So check that out. It's really kind of fascinating how she can work, how she's working astrology and yoga as one energy, and then putting that to a video to explain in very, very easy terms astrology and yoga as one bigger whole into what's going on in the universe in general. And it's a cool concept, and it's a really cool channel. So check that out, guys, as well, if you would. Doreen's channel, please. All right. At Millie, anyone going live in our circle at 2 or 3? I was thinking of doing a pop-up reading, not that I'm aware of on my end, but I don't know. At 3 o'clock, which would be 5 o'clock. Today's Friday, so no Teresa. So yeah, there's Doreen's channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed to Doreen's channel when she posts her amazing astrology and yoga together. Very grateful. I tuned in to help my mindset right now. Everything is happening. There are things that are out of my control. There are a lot of things that are happening out of all of our controls right now. I think part of the greater deal, the greater lesson for all of us right now is about letting go and riding the wave, so to speak, in that aspect. But we do love you there, Doreen, and we're all family here, and we all take care of each other. So in that aspect, we're going to do some fast gratitude. So take a moment, guys, pen, paper, chat, or in yourself, and figure out 5 things that you and not hanging out or anything, but just 5 things. Boom, 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 boom. 5. There we go. That was 4. And we're going to drop them out of our frame, or out of us, into the greater source field. So take 5 things real fast, less than a minute, maybe a minute at the most. We're not grounding into, just that you can be grateful for immediately, whatever that is. 1, 2, 3, go. You can put it in the chat. You can write it out. whatever works for you. But the fast gratitude. So 5 things. For myself, fast gratitude. Coffee, my box light, you guys, working internet, heat and love. Boom. Even though that physically I can see, beginning to see the love in my universe that I couldn't see before. Lucky's chant, great. So again, 5 things, fast gratitude, guys. You can put it in the chat. You can write it out. But the idea is that we're beefing up our intuition. Put in the chat earlier. Yes, you did. So we're beefing up our intuition, and we're beefing up our grounded energetic selves into that space. All right, guys. Perfect. So ice up. Perfect. All right, guys. So that's what we're talking about. When things go haywire, can you jump into quick, fast gratitude? Can you see into your universe, see the love, see the gratitude, and feel that gratitude? I had that Kundalini awakening off of gratitude. And so that's really generally the attitude. So today, when you are out and about in your universe, something's not going right, can you be grateful that there's something going on at all? Gratitude. You may get cut off by somebody, but can you be grateful that you have a car? You see where we're going here, right? And yeah, you may go to the grocery store and go, wow, that's pretty pricey there, but grateful that you can afford to buy that, even if, yes, it costs an extra couple shillings, so to speak, at the grocery store, a couple bucks. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's see what we got here. Grateful for fast cars, slow-cooked beef ribs, Mountain Dew, hot honey, cheesy poofs, and Heath bars. There you go. You make me hungry there. All right, I had an injustice witnessed yesterday against one of my neighbors by a 6'3" cop who was way out of line. In need of training. No idea how to diffuse the situation. Did the opposite and continued to. It's Fat Boy Friday. There you go. Awesome. I had to step in. I can't stand injustice. There you go. Josh, Victor, Food Kitties, Heat. Oh, thank you, Karen. Heading inside to and get ready for field day. There we go. Gosh, maybe you don't sleep enough during REM time. The first 4 hours or so, you get deep rest. REM is after that. So I believe brain and dreams play more. Just the thought. Yeah, I only get 3 to 4 hours of sleep generally every single day, maybe 3.5 to 4 hours every single day. All right, guys. Children make me lose my mind, and grateful because I get back every time. I'm grateful because I'm laying in late. I'm grateful for bed, grateful kid in bed, grateful for Josh channel. Woke up here. Not a perfect description of that mind. LOL. Quick gratitude list. I'm getting ready to go to New York to visit family, and this is Doreen here. Friends, grandchild, getting away. So grateful that I can help my car drive 8 to 10 hours to have family to stay with. There we go. I'm grateful to Lucky Stone. I'm grateful to have a job. I'm grateful. Okay, enjoy. I'm grateful to have a job. I am grateful to have an interview with another department today. Oh, awesome favor. And I am glad I get to tell my boss I'm interviewing with another department. Oh, favor there, Lucky. All right, so hold Lucky up to his interview there. And congratulations, Lucky. Norval, good donning. Maybe someone's ring camera. There you go. All right, so all right, guys. So keep the gratitude going, and that's what we're talking about here. It's finally pretty here. Yeah, we had a bunch of rain and like 5 days worth of rain. I asked for it to rain, and it did. 5 days worth, and clouds and 50 and 40 degrees. And so today is sunny, and we may start rebounding temperature-wise, but everything is as green as it can be. Generally, you think it's going to be pretty black or pretty brown around here. Rocky Mountains, you think they're brown, but no, they're actually green when it rains. They green up. So yeah, safe travels during in your trip to New York. There, favor to seeing your family there. All right, so let's work with the quartz. We're going to work with the clear quartz here and ground into that, and then we're going to close out for today, basically. So from your end, guys, Tuesday. It's going to be our 1 year anniversary, and I look forward to it. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. And from your end as well, have an amazing. What are your intentions for this weekend, right? So we're going to ground into that and have an amazing weekend. We will do a quick invocation for the weekend and then take it from there. Thank you for your beautiful support. Last year, I went to start a petition in the city for body cam social change. There you go. Fantastic. All right. Well, favor if they're not wearing body cams, and pretty much everywhere in the States these days they are. But all right. So let's do a quick invocation for the weekend. All right. So we see ourselves this weekend in our highest light. We see ourselves creating what we want this weekend. We see ourselves standing in love and peace, and we see ourselves as our highest this weekend, as well as we stand in frame of peace, love, and amazement. We do everything this weekend. We stand in gratitude, we stand in love, and we stand in our highest. We reach out in peace, in love, in abundance of, you fill in the abundance, and we reach out in joy for our highest. Hallelujah. And so it is. So this weekend, reach out for your highest abundance, whatever that is, enjoy financially or otherwise. Of course, don't ever say abundance without putting something behind it, or the universe will fill it in for you without giving you any specific choice there. All right, so let's ground into the clear quartz. Then we will close out with our standard group hug. But all right, guys, here we go. All right, so from my end to yours, energetics only works best with your permission. So we're going to use this clear quartz to ground into what you want for this weekend. A thunderstorm warning last night that they even sent out an emergency message to our phones. I was so excited, then nothing. How disappointing. Oh, well, favor there, Trista. But yeah, we don't get generally too many crazy thunderstorms out here. You think so in Colorado, but not. The closer you get to the mountains, the less crazy the thunderstorms are. But all right, so here we go, guys. We're going to work with the clear quartz with your permission. And of course, this quartz came from at Chloe's Crystal. So here we go, guys. All right, we'll seal this at the end. Good dawning, everyone. All right. Don't have any music, so we'll get that. Actually, if I just drag my laptop over and set it up before good dawning, we should be able to get music, so we'll set that up. All right, grateful yesterday to see the gold in the clouds. So yeah, I don't know. Carrie K put out a video that there's some giants in the clouds or something, but otherwise, I didn't watch it. But yeah, if you're seeing gold in the clouds, that's amazing. So what are you looking for this weekend for yourself? Ground in. You may see this in your root and your sacral chakras. You may not. All right, guys, let's seal this off. Christopher Chen, Go Squad, Scotland. All right, good, fantastic. Is he in here? All right, so yeah, check out Christopher's channel as well, and we will have him on the channel at some point. Just got to send some emails and make sure my schedule, really work on my schedule. Josh, see Bonnie Binsky's question about selenite. All right. Does anyone know if selenite is good to keep near your bed? Yes. I had a thought, but someone told me, well, selenite's going to ground. What selenite does for myself is if I grab selenite, any excess energy that's in me immediately evaporates. It goes into the selenite. Honestly, if I'm even in stress, if I grab selenite or what have you, a lot of it goes out of me and I can feel it like a calming release. Do I think selenite next to the bed? I've never heard it next to the bed. I guess there wouldn't be any I can't imagine why. Christopher, good dawning. I can't imagine why selenite next to the bed would be a bad idea, but next to my bed, I have on the nightstand, I have an emerald tower. I've got some amethyst, and I have the white moonstone, the big chunk of moonstone, and then something black, like a piece of onyx or something. PG bubbles, PG. All right. I keep mine next to my bed, so there you go. I keep selenite by my front door, so when I come in, I immediately grab the selenite after I kick off my shoes and ground all the energy out of me that's not mine into the selenite, and I can feel it like a dump, like it's just, and so yeah, I give it to the selenite. Jimena. Rub-a-dub-dub, Serena. I talked about signs and I was getting a rub-a-dub-dub playing on TV. LOL. I thought my channeling's last. I thought you made my channeling list. All right, guys, we're going to seal this off here. Whew. Sealed. So what are you looking for this weekend? Ground into it. Remember, fast intuition. So feel that intuition. Feel into it. If you're at a traffic light and you don't know left or right, feel into it. Either your heart, and we're going to get into that next week, asking your heart. As we get into gratitude and intuition, they're tied together, and holding your heart and going left or right. Lots of different things you can do here. Maybe the thought was pulls off your excess energy. Thank you, Josh. Yes, it does pull off your excess energy. When I walk into the house, that's why I have it in the car too, in my door with a piece of black tourmaline. So I have the keeping the negative energies out of the car, and then I have the selenite to keep me grounded within the car. But yeah, exactly, guys. All right, black and blue kyanite is good for dreams, protection. I believe Herkimer diamond is good for dream recall. Yeah, but yeah, I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep, so I may not even be. Krista, good dawning. Breathing through, family. Breathing through, love, beauty, and protection. Love you, family. We love you, Krista. Big love. All right, guys. So let's get you guys on the road here for the weekend, and there you go. All right, guys. Let's close this out with a group huggy dug, and yeah. So Monday is going to be regular. So Tuesday, but Tuesdays are 1 year anniversary. Hershey's party today. It's pinned. Her birthday party is pinned to the comments. And so be there or be square. That'll be at 6 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock your time, an hour and 45 minutes before Truth Wave starts. So there you go. So you can hop in and check it out. All right, guys. So let's close out here. 18 likes, 18 watching. Oh, wow. 18. Thank you. All right. So left hand up to the person to your left, right hand up on the person to your right. We're going to make a group hug here. Thank you, guys. This just blows my mind. Every single show just... we're getting better and better and bigger, and it's going to be more and more amazing. No, second year here. We're creating here. So, what do you want to see on Good Dunning? Let me know. Send me an email or don't. Like Lucky says, like or not. But if you have suggestions, want to see something on Good Dunning, want to be on Good Dunning, or otherwise on the second half of the second year of Good Dunning, there we go. Send me an email. Let me know, and it's fantastic. All right, guys. So let's close this out. Left arm up, right arm up. And as we hold each other up in a big huddle, like a football huddle or a scrum, like a big huddle you'd see in like Australian rules football or rugby there, they're not pushing each other around. We send our love from our left hand as it spins around through each and every one of us. It'll come right back around into your right hand there. And this is everybody else's energy and love too. And it'll spin right through your and their heart chakras. So as we light each other's heart chakras up with our love, we spin that energy up and we connect our love and our energy to the greater source field. So as we are going here, we are spinning and connecting and sending our love up into the greater source field. And as we do, we see each and every one of us in love and in peace. And we hold each other in the highest love, the highest peace, and the highest joy. As we, of course, see each and every one of us on this planet living in a decent home. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be living in a hut or a teepee, unless they're choosing to, or culturally otherwise. But really, everybody should have the right to a brand new home. Everybody should have the right to live within a home. Then there is enough materials and space on this planet to give everybody on this planet a 2-bedroom house and put them in Texas with an acre of land. The stars at night would shine big and bright, and you can fit everybody in Texas, and that's every man, woman, and child in a 2-bedroom house. There you go. We don't have an overcrowding problem. We have a population density problem. We see each other within those homes with fresh fruits and vegetables. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be starving or malnourished or anything else. There's enough food on this planet to feed us 10 times over. What happens is 50% of the food never makes it to market, gets thrown away, rotted out, or otherwise. So better food distribution and more equity within that, and we could take care of that. We see each other with fresh fruit, fresh water as well. There's no reason why anybody should be hauling down to the lake or the river or the stream to grab water and carry it back to their house and then put it on a fire and light it on fire and then wait 20 minutes for it to boil and then finally get a glass of water 3 hours later. There is no reason for that. Everybody should have the right to a decent well, or somebody invented a box. You put it on the table, and as long as there's 10 or more % humidity, you can get fresh water that is clean as a whistle. So there we go. And of course, we don't see any of the big F in our water either. No more big F. We do not need farm waste in our water in America anymore. We do not need to lower any more IQs. So we see the F that they put in water, grade F, right? Oride, there we go. Or we're not going to say it completely. Out of the water as well, and hopefully that is taken care of at one point in the United States. That is not a healthy idea to put toxic waste into your water. All right, and we see each and every one of us here as well with love. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should not have love, should not be able to get a hug, and there's no reason why if you want a hug, it shouldn't take 3 years. But yes, sometimes they do take 3 years to get a hug when you get the idea that I could use a hug. 3 years later when you finally do get a hug. But yeah, and in some universes, people never get hugs. But there's enough people on this planet and enough love to go around that anybody who needs a hug should be able to obtain one, and purpose as well. There's enough to do on this planet that everybody should feel that they have purpose. Living and feeling as if you have no purpose is a step into a holy hell after time, and state that. And so living without purpose, everybody should be able to see for the purpose that they have and to be given purpose and step into that with love. We see each other as well. Here in this group, we see Henny finding her new home. We see Blindly Inspired miraculously getting her vision back. We see Rick, who we haven't seen in a while, but it's early for him. And so we see Rick healed as he goes to the doctor for the last time for a 6-month cancer checkup, and they tell him to get the heck out of there because he never had cancer, right? He healed it so well. We see Karen not having to ride up the hill to Estes to her doctor. And we see each and every one of us here. We see Yolanda healed from her fall. And we see anybody having anything, any issues whatsoever, medically, physically, or otherwise. We see Lindsay in her new space with amazing food and fridge and amazing opportunities. Everybody here we see with love, peace, and purpose as well in this group. And we see each other in the highest light. We see the armies of the world dismantling their militaries, and we see the governments taking down those militaries and apologizing for grifting, grafting, lying, cheating, and stealing of their citizens. And we see the skies over our world without X's and lines, right? There's no reason why anybody I should look up and see 5 X's in my sky. Exactly. And we see each other in the highest loving light as we take our tornado of love that we've been spinning up and release it to the greater source field. We close out today, seeing each of us having an amazing weekend, doing what we choose in the highest loving light and feeling amazing with gratitude and joy in the highest abundance. Fill that blank in for myself, financial and abundance of friends in my universe this weekend. For you, that could be different. We see each other in the highest loving light. We hold each other in the highest loving light, and we release that tornado of love to the greatest source field. And we close out by saying, hallelujah, so it is. And there we go. Kind of changes every day, but generally the same. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. And there we go. Roll this past 1 hour. All right, guys, I love you. If anybody tells you that today, I do, I will, I have, and I shall. Love you. Grateful. Have an amazing weekend. Just finally revamping my universe, and after all my balls drop, we're in the air and everything so we'll get some shorts up and get things moving again. But I do have the deck of cards for Isis in my thing at Amazon. There we go, in my cart at Amazon. So we're gonna get those purchased, and so we'll get the short Isis cards going, as well as Kuan Yin back. And other than that, Truth Wave today, of course. Hershey's party at 6 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock Eastern time. Otherwise, guys, I love you. And remember, everything you do or don't do helps you to create your loving, living universe. As you step out of your darkness and release all that dark energy to your higher self and step away from it into your loving light self, you create the light body, where you feel like you've lost 40 pounds. Your cells break open, spread out, and vibrate faster, and it makes it easier for you to bring in the energies to create your loving, living universe. All right, guys. Of course, Care Bear is live at 10:30 or 8:30, which is my old time slot. Next up is Victor at 45. Otherwise, guys, I love you. Stay awesome. And all right, I'll see you all in the next. Remember, you are the love you are looking for.